Alright. We still don't have a topic though.
Well, we don't have a topic, but we don't need a topic.
Okay.
This is the Blue Trail Products podcast.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well,
So today we're going to be talking about how U.S. colleges look a lot worse than Canadian colleges for whatever reason.
okay. Well, I mean,
At least from what I've seen from you guys. From you, mostly.
yeah. I don't know. Like, this college was founded in like 19. Actually, I think it was before that. I think it was like late 1800s because Thomas Jefferson went here. So this is really old. I mean, of course, I think I got renovated some, but overall, it's like pretty old. Like, let me see. Like, I'll look up the nicest U.S. college and see if
Yeah,
it.
because it's all the new ones, right?
Yeah.
Like, I
Because
just don't know how many U.S. colleges are like good and new, I guess. Or
okay.
just new in general.
Well, this says the best college. I'm talking about the best looking. Okay, 2020 best college campuses in America. Oh no, most beautiful. Here we go. 100 most beautiful. Let's see what they say. Man, I'm lagging right now because I'm downloading CS:GO. I got inspired to play after I watched you play it. So.
Oh my goodness. Like the best CSGO player for my first
Bro,
game.
why are they starting me at number 100? I want to see number one. Now I have to scroll through.
Yeah. Wait, is it like one of those sites where you have to press next?
No, it's not. Thankfully, it's one whole page.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, this college. It says this is the best college. What? It says most beautiful college campuses #1 University of Virginia. Are you serious?
Then that just tells you right off the bat that US colleges don't look good. Like that's
Bro,
how it works.
bro, this looks like a Minecraft house. Number
Show
two,
me, show
number
me,
two.
show me,
Okay.
show me.
Well, like a Minecraft castle.
Hold
Also,
on, I'm gonna have to see an image of this.
I'm sort of lagging because I'm downloading CS:GO, like I said, but it's uploading. Dude, it looks like
That
something I made up.
literally looks like a Minecraft. Hold on.
Why is
Minecraft
mine number
castle.
one? That's so. There's out of 100 colleges. You're saying okay? I'm gonna go to this other site. Okay, number one is University of California. Number three is Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech actually does look nice, though. I'm not gonna lie. But the pictures you were sending me look way better than
Yeah, those are like most universities or colleges here.
maybe
Like,
they're modern though, because I don't think those were built like 100 years ago. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
right.
I feel like
Yeah, one
these
of them was
colleges
like
are.
1999.
Yeah, see, that makes a lot of sense. These colleges are built like a long time ago, or built.
Right, so we got the college here, and then we got the Minecraft comparison.
Exactly, bro. Look at it looks the same, bro. Bro.
And there's no difference.
Bro, I can't even. I'm already lost in the. I can't even tell which one's which now.
Wait, that's what happens if you do Minecraft UVA.
I doubt that's a thing online. Probably not.
Is this?
Oh, it is. Someone actually made the
Yeah, I saw it.
Wow. Who took the time to do
So you see, there's a Minecraft club at your.
there is bro for yeah there is actually I think there is a Minecraft
Wait,
club
where
here.
was this posted? It was posted on Reddit /Minecraft, of course.
Dude, bro, I just hope that this college it has some sort of recognition to it, so when I get my degree, it's like yeah he went here, so I can get those big bands, the big bucks. I'm not sure how that really works though.
I'm not
Let me
so
see.
sure either.
Yeah, bro, that looks bro, that's actually like a really good representation of it, to be honest.
I feel it looks like different than the other one, because the other one you can clearly see the bricks, right?
Yeah.
But like this one, you just like, and maybe it's just like, I don't know, that's weird. You see how it's like you can't really look at each individual block? That's what I'm saying.
In the most recent picture?
In the most recent picture, yeah, and then in the second picture, you just see like you can zoom in and you can see that one cobblestone block, right?
I think it's just a filter, honestly.
Oh, you
Like,
think maybe, yeah.
yeah, because you see the thing that's surrounding the whole thing, that's probably just yeah, it's definitely a filter. But But yeah, so wait, you're attending the University of Toronto?
No, 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 no. So, I did something close to proximity. So I'm at what is it called? Ontario Tech,
Oh, okay. Is it still
which is
nice
like,
though? Oh yeah, it's still nice.
yeah, I showed you pictures.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That.
So it's like
Wait,
the
so
tuition's cheap too.
you're just gonna commute there every day?
So I can take a direct bus for free every day. It's pretty nice. In fact, I
Okay.
can take all transit within my region for free because I go to the college. Yeah.
That's like the only thing I see wrong with that. I was thinking about like how are you gonna? So let's say that you have like a I don't know. Let's say you have a class at 10 o'clock and it goes to 12, and then you have a
Yeah.
class that's from like 3 to 5 or something, right? In
Yeah.
between those 3 hours, you're not gonna go back home, right? You're just gonna stay on campus.
Yeah. That only really happens for 2 days, but yeah. Actually, I can look at my schedule right now.
Oh, okay. Because like I was just saying, I was thinking about it, and I was like, how is he gonna that'd be sucky if you have like a really early morning class and a really late morning class, and you have to go there twice a day. So
I don't actually know if I have that like a big gap. Let me see.
yeah, hopefully you don't,
I
because
mean,
that
I
would
could
suck.
always just stay there. So I have one class that's past. Oh wait, next week. I have two classes that are past 3 p.m. in the entire week, so it's like not that bad.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So usually I end at 12 p.m. so I can go home then,
Oh
except for
cool.
Monday and Thursday. So it's not that
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I live on
What
the
about you?
campus, but I only
I
have
guess you live on campus. You can go home at like any time. But
yeah Wednesday. I only have one class, and it's from 9 to 9:50 in the morning. So that's basically like a free day. Um,
oh, that's so late.
yeah, but then Tuesdays and Thursdays are super heavy. Like I have classes basically from like 9 in the morning to like 3:15. So
Yeah.
that makes up for the whole Monday Wednesday thing. And then Fridays I have class from nine. I have that 9 to 9:50 class, and then I have a chemistry thing from uh, 10 to 11. No wait, 11 to 12:15. So then I'm done after that.
That's like I don't know. I still don't get why you have like all these chemistry classes. Like, is that standard? If I go to like I don't know, give me another
I,
university.
honestly, I
Like,
don't know. I think it's like, cause like the standard is basically you have a lecture in a lab, but like this third thing in the Friday class is called an expo, and
yeah,
that is like I don't think that's standard. That's something different, cause it's like basically the expo is a mix between a lecture and a lab, in which like you have like lectures like 300 people, a lab is like I don't know, like 20 people, 30 people, but the
yeah,
expo is
yeah.
like 90 people, and you kind of do lab related stuff, but it's more like it's like learning with your group, but it's weird. It's like a direct like
I
uh
wouldn't like that.
yeah. I just think it's a waste of time, but I mean I have to do it so I can get transfer into the engineering school. So
So wait, is that why you're taking all these weird courses? Are you not in the engineering school?
yeah, that's why. And that was my fault because I didn't know that there was a difference between the two.
So
But
what school are you in right now?
the arts and sciences, which is
Bro.
like yeah, big meme, big meme.
Yeah, that's why you're
It's
taking that weird English class, right?
no, I have to take well,
Oh yeah, you have to take that anyway, but couldn't you have chosen like a different English class, like some English?
I guess honestly I don't know because I wasn't in the I'm not in the school, so they didn't even tell me about it. But I emailed someone like actually I should check my email. I emailed them like twice, but that was during the summer and then the deadline to switch I think or to drop and add classes is the 7th like of September. So I'm hoping to slide in real quick, but he hasn't responded yet. So big sad. I don't know,
I see.
but
So
yeah.
then, wait. So I mean, if I had to take an English class, I would have taken like creative writing or something that I would like be really chill. I feel like creative writing would be an easy class or like easier than what you're taking right now.
Yeah, 100% is because I already looked at like my first writing assignment was like, what are you interested in, and like, do you like writing, et cetera, et cetera. But my second writing is like I have to watch, like I think a movie or something, and then write how the cinematography like affected the whole like it's just boring. It's just like why am I I don't care
Yeah,
about
that
this.
doesn't seem related at all to your major at all
It's
either. So
not,
it's
and
just weird.
and I had to read a 20-page like professional article. This is a different class. It's called an engagement class on why pilots
Yeah,
like
you showed me that, right? It was like the most specific thing.
yeah, and bro, it took me not only, I mean, I kind of, because I wasn't paying attention the whole time, it took me about like 4 hours to do it, taking notes too. It would not just to read it. Like, I took notes so I could understand what I was reading. But
Yeah.
like, when I was done with, I'm only doing this because I'm supposed, it has no core, like, when I graduate from high school, from college, not only am I not going to remember it, it helped me in no way at all. So I wasted 4 hours of my life doing nothing. It's just like I don't understand. The structure of college needs to be changed, in my opinion. Like,
But yeah, but is it like just your college? Like if we look at MIT undergraduate computer science,
I don't know
it's
because like if you look at that on UVA too, it shows you all the classes you need to take. But I'm saying like they didn't
oh
tell
yeah,
me
I'll
I
do
was
it. That's
taking
right. Oh yeah, right. So when are you transferring now?
um the I think the deadline's like October or something, and I'm
So
taking
you'll
all.
be transferred into the program in October,
No,
or is that like
it'd be next semester. So like when we come
uh
back from break. I mean, like how I see it is if there's absolutely no way to do it, then I'm just gonna suffer through these classes, which is, bro, it's just like,
I
I
mean at
mean,
least you'll have more options. Like it'll actually be directed towards you as you go in your second and third year, right?
yeah. The
Like
only
it won't
thing
always be like this.
I'm stressed about chemistry though, like they're introducing, bro, like yeah, I could show you some of what I think I have it open. Dog, this is. Oh, did I close it? Oh no, it didn't. It's right here. Bro, this is some intense stuff. Like this is like I guess it is like AP Chem in a sense. I don't know what they have in AP Chem, but like they showed me this. It's like a radial wave function, and apparently these are the simple ones. But like I have no. Not only did they not tell me how that was derived, they just put it in there and they were like, yeah, this is this, but they didn't tell me how it's related or anything. It's just like that on itself just looks intimidating. But then there's no
Is there
derivation.
something like there's no explanation at all? Like is there
Like
an
they tell
explanation?
you what some of the variables mean, but they don't, and they show you a graph of it, but they don't show you like, they don't tell you, you
Have
know.
you looked it up? Like is
Yeah,
this
I looked it up, and I got like an explanation I can actually understand, but
yeah, that's like almost always the case. Like
yeah, because this is just insane.
teachers are just bad sometimes, but chances are there's a better explanation online for free.
Yeah, thankfully that's the case, but I don't know. It's just when I feel like when I have to go out of my way to learn something, I feel like sure I understand it, but I'm not like first off, why do I have to do that? And secondly, I might not be learning everything that I need to learn through like because the stuff on here it might not be explained in a more simple sense on a different website, so I'm still missing out on stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like maybe if you go on a different website, it'll assume you have some prerequisite, right?
Yeah, or like it won't explain everything that I need to know, so then I still have to go. Then I have
Yeah,
to go to a different
that's
website.
the issue. That's definitely an issue. I don't know how like prevalent it is with like chemistry, but I know with computer science, like you'll read about some functional programming thing and it'll assume that you know so much about it already.
Yeah, and then you have to
Like
go
so much
deeper
about
and deeper.
programming already. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely an issue, but you can't really fix it. Like people can't really assume that you don't know how to code at all if you're looking at how the functional language works, right? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that just doesn't. It's just weird, but
Have you worked at all with functional programming?
no, I don't think I have. That's like Haskell and all that, right?
Yeah, like Haskell, Lisp, bunch F sharp, there's a bunch of languages. They're really interesting. It's like you know, not even like just learning the language in my opinion, learning how functional programming works just makes you a better programmer overall. Like
Hmm.
regardless of what you actually learn in the language like specifically, it
Yeah.
just makes your thought process towards problems better in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Oh wait, what's that? Did you ever do that interview thing with Google for the food bar thing?
Oh no, so yeah, so they offered me the internship, and I'm doing that. Oh shoot, I'm doing it in the summer next year. I'm gonna have to
Nice.
ask what dates it is.
Do you
I
get
was
paid
gonna do
for it?
winter, but huh?
Do you get paid for it?
Yeah, paid internship with free housing.
Bro, free
But
housing. That's tough. At
it's
like
in
Google?
Toronto. No, like they have an office in Toronto. I can look at the email at some point. We'll do that in
Bro.
the next podcast. But I have like an email with all the details.
Oh, tough. Yeah, bro. I need to hop on that then, bro. I mean, I probably don't
Is
have
I mean,
nearly as much.
is Fubar up right now? Like, is there
Uh,
a Fubar?
I'm not
That makes
sure.
sense.
I mean, I probably don't have nearly enough knowledge for it, so I just need to start, studying. I've been really slacking on programming, bro. Like, my whole summer, like, bro, I'm telling you, this time I wasted my summer even more than I did last year. Like last year, I actually programmed some, but this summer, like I hung out with my friends, and then I got so lazy that I really didn't do much of any. I mean, I did. I still woke up and everything, and I exercised and all that. But like in terms of
Yeah,
actually grinding out on stuff that is important to me, I didn't really do much. And it's just like,
I think that's kind of weird because like I didn't do that either. And well, I did some coding, but like as you said, like nowhere near as much as I did the previous years. But that's because 2019 is the year of the gaming.
yeah, but see, I didn't have that. Like, I didn't change my mindset on gaming. It was just I got
Did you play
extremely.
games?
Yeah, I mean, I play games with my friends and all that. But I
Yeah.
mean, I've always played games though. It's not like all of a sudden I didn't play games and now I'm playing games. It's just
Yeah.
I got extremely lazy and I don't know why. Like people said it was senioritis or whatever, but I mean, okay, look, I'm not gonna say it didn't affect me, but it was way worse than that. It translated through like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It's just my motivation levels turned to zero, and I didn't even want to do things like simple tasks like eating and like.
Yeah, that's what. So okay, so I know what senioritis did to me, and it basically only affected my school stuff. Like I still really like to program and cube and do all that stuff, but
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do schoolwork. So I guess for you it like went beyond that.
Yeah, but see, I think senioritis only affects your schoolwork. I mean, like, I don't see how it would
Yeah, I
affect
guess that's the
every.
definition, right?
Yeah, so I mean, and it's a little bit better now. Like, the only times where I'll do like the only times now that I'll actually do something is when I have to. So like for now, like the chemistry and stuff, like I have to do it or I'm gonna fail a class. And I mean that stress like allows me to do things. But other things like I don't know, waking up
Or like
super
coding, you don't
yeah,
have to do that, right?
yeah, I don't
You
have
don't
to do
have
it.
to. Yeah,
So then I guess that's why I haven't been because like I enjoy programming, but it's just because I don't have to do it. I don't want to do anything that I don't have to do. I mean, okay, I take that. I'm not doing things I don't have to do. I want to do things I don't have to do, but it's just
right,
like
right.
I don't know how I'm supposed to. I don't know the reason for it. And I'm not sure how I'm supposed to break that barrier, and that's what I'm really trying to figure out. Like it's been a problem for the past year, and I have been making zero progress. So
I think you should I think you should just look at kind of like a goal like okay, even if I code right now, I don't have to do it, but it'll just make me better overall. And that's like the mindset I like to have. It's
okay,
yeah, like
okay,
it doesn't matter that you have to or you don't have to. It's just it's better for self-improvement, right?
yeah. And it's just like I mean, there's certain. I'm not gonna say I haven't made any progress, but like because I have like there's certain thought processes like I don't know. I've developed different mindsets, so like rather than thinking about doing something, I'll just do it because I know if I just sit down and think about it, I'm gonna eventually stop myself from doing it. So I try to just jump on it before it gets too late. But like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Speaking on that though, what do you think I should do? Like in terms, so like, if I open up Visual Studio, what should I be doing? Like, cause I don't know like I could program, I can learn aspects and stuff, but like,
It's
I,
always more fun if you have some project or goal you're working on. Like I think I don't know, like what do you recommend? Like not what do you recommend? Like what do you want to do? That's you should always be thinking about that.
I mean, I want to make games, right? So I guess I could just make a like I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
no, that now you have to break that down. So I want to make games, right? So
Yeah.
now what? Now what? Like what do I need to know? And then you'd always break it down because if your goal is too broad, then you have so many different ways of approaching it, right?
Yeah.
So try to
So
break that
like,
goal down.
hmm, I mean, okay, so I guess I could break it down into what type of game I'd want to make, and then what I need to learn to make
Yeah.
that specific game. Okay. Yeah,
Have
that
you
make.
played have you what's that? Have you seen the skill tree?
No, that sounds
I will
familiar though.
send an image. Um, hold on. Basically, it's like it's kind of the opposite, but you have one skill you want to develop, and in order to develop that skill, everything that you get better at, it has a prerequisite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'll find it.
Is it just skilltree.com or is it something different?
No, it's like in games.
Oh.
Like Skyrim has it,
Oh.
Civilization has it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like League, like with the potions and stuff, or like the certain items,
Yeah,
something like that.
I guess that's a simpler version, but like crafting. Like
Okay.
yeah, actually League's a good example because you can either so what you can do is you can like either buy some item that has a bunch of like things you can craft. You can start with crafting things,
Yeah.
or you can just start with getting a more expensive item. And both ways get you to the same uh place. Like what's an item in League that you craft? I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either. Oh wait, I think it was like a sword of the dead king or something. I don't know,
And
something.
I assume there's a big sword that you need to craft it with, right? Like
Yeah, there was this.
it's
It
like
was well,
$350 or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can start, but what the mindset I like to have for that is if you buy the big sword now, you instantly get that bonus. It doesn't change how much the final product is, but it just makes it so that you have that additional bonus rather than just getting everything at once.
Okay, got you. Wait.
So,
So,
mhm.
um, actually, well, I'm just trying to figure out the league aspect, like the actual in-game thing. So wait, if you buy it outright, if you buy the thing outright, is
It's
it
the same
different?
price.
Oh,
It's the same price at the end, but as if you start with the big sword, you start with that plus whatever attack, right?
yeah.
Instead of having no attack and then getting the entire thing, like entire dead sword or whatever. Like
Okay.
at the end product is the exact same. That's how you get there, right?
Okay. Yeah. And so you're saying like doing the
Getting
small
the
steps
big
first is
sword, it would
better.
just be easier because you
Okay.
already get some benefits from it. Even though at the end, it's all the same price, like
Okay.
same end result.
And so
I think
translating
it's a good
that into
analogy.
the real world thing. So but you're saying doing like crafting the smaller items first is better than just going straight to the big
Yeah,
sword.
like what's I guess game programming, right?
Yeah.
You can make a smaller game first,
Mm.
right? And it'll make it it'll I guess it'll give you more knowledge, but at the end when you make a big game, like the knowledge is still the same, like you have the same knowledge when you make a big game,
Yeah.
but
But
when you make a small game, it'll just make it easier. Not even
yeah.
easier, just like better feeling. I don't even know, but
Yeah.
I
I
think it's a
got
good
you.
analogy. Yeah.
But
I just
that.
yeah. There's no downside, right?
Yeah. And that's, bro, speaking on that though, bro, like I realized that there's no way like I could create like a big game all by myself unless one I had an extreme amount of time and knowledge because I'm bad at art and art assets are like, dude, you have to
What do you mean by art here?
like let's say like I don't
Like models or
yeah,
like
models, but like even 2D thing like Gen 4 Pokemon. Like I couldn't do that by myself because I don't know how to create.
have you tried though? Like I'm not one to say that I'm good at art because I'm not good at art, but I'm saying I feel like it's just a skill you develop
Yeah, I
by
mean,
actually doing it more.
do you think so? And I was thinking about this today. Do you think some people are just naturally like so when you're born, do you think you're just
Yeah.
naturally better at art than other people because of like how you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, 100%, 100%. And
Okay.
I feel like they'll always have some boost. Like no matter what it is, some people will always be better at you than something,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean you can't get better than them with more effort.
Yeah.
At least for mentality stuff. Like if it's running a race, some people like no matter how hard you train, they'll just have better genetics. But I feel like with cubing, like Felix was just not. I don't know if he's naturally, but like, he was just really good at improving.
Yeah.
He was just so good at improving. But that doesn't mean someone else can't get there with more effort, right?
Yeah. For
Like
sure.
as far as I know, people like how fast you turn doesn't really matter that much for cubing. Like it
Yeah.
matters, but it's not like if you can sub one like some T perm, you're good enough.
Yeah. That.
But
Ooh,
yeah,
man. Well, how are you doing today? I don't know. We came to a dead end. Uh,
Like, well, what do you think of what do you think of the progression? Like, I don't know. Like, back to the game development. Like, you should
yeah.
just break it back down into steps.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like with the league item. You're just looking at what you need to craft, I guess.
Yeah, and that's like because I remember when I first started programming, like I had a goal in mind. Like so Python, that's the first thing I think I ever did was Python, and
Yeah.
I had like I made a text-based game, so I learned a whole bunch because you taught me like XOR operators through that. Right now,
Wait,
is it?
which game was this again?
It was
Uh,
just oh, it was the ball game that I had made, and it
right,
was like,
right.
yeah. So I learned that through that, and that's something I wouldn't think I would have, uh, like initially before I started. That's not something I thought I would have learned, but I learned it because I needed to do a specific task. You know what I mean? So I
Okay.
guess yeah. So um, I don't know. I guess having a goal in mind does help because nowadays I'll just open up Visual Studio and be like, what should I do? And then I can't think of anything, so then I'll just close it out. Rather than like, I guess if I were to make like a small Pac-Man game or something, then I would have a basis. So
And yeah, even if you don't finish the game, even if you only make it like halfway through, that's still better than never starting, right?
yeah, for sure. So I
So I
guess
think
I gotta just start doing that sometime. Right now it's chemistry grind time though.
I feel like you
Unfortunate.
should relate some of what you code to school stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that my whole problem is just, and I still like I know what to do now, but I still have an issue with progressing, cause like, and I realize this when I start learning anything, it's just like immediately if I don't understand what I'm reading immediately right off the bat, I'll get frustrated. And I know that's not rational, but I'm just saying that's just how like my immediate reaction to it. So it's just like, do you do you feel that way, or have you always just had the mindset of I
I
don't
don't think
understand
I've
something,
like
and
I've definitely given up on things if I didn't understand them, but I
yeah.
don't think I've ever gotten frustrated at myself because I didn't understand it.
Yeah, I think that's part of. I think I got that way through people telling me I was smart my whole like throughout my whole life. I mean, I know I'm not like a genius and I know I'm not. I'm just saying like I've breezed through high school and all that, so I think
Yeah.
I've come to think everything's just easy, and if it's not, then I don't like then there's no point in learn. Not I'm explaining it wrong, but like I don't. I guess that's why I get frustrated because if I'm used to everything being easy, so I don't know. This is certain. It's like this a certain level you get to where everything all the, just isn't easy anymore, and you have to actually start putting in effort. And I think this is I've hit that limit now. So studying time now. Cause did you study through high school?
No, not really. I mean, okay, towards exams I'd review, but I never like put in hours to study as
Uh,
like yeah. I mean, then again, Canada's a lot
oh
easier,
yeah.
so
Because I've heard of people like putting in mad like all of my classmates they'd say that they study and they would still do like worse than I did, and so that's why it really helped my ego in that sense. But then it's a downside when you get to college and everything's just like
or
super.
like when you actually see the reality of how hard things can get, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's not like I wasn't even aware of that. It was just that I didn't have to go through that yet because high school was just it was just simple. Cause like the stuff now that I'm learning, like bro, like day one they hit me with all of this stuff, and I was like, what in the
So wait,
world?
was it programming? Like when you first like was programming the first like roadblock where you realized you had this feeling towards like learning?
Actually, yeah, I think that's the first time cause that was the first time I went out of my way to learn anything. Like
Ah, I see.
because
Okay.
before that it was just homework and video games. But then when I realized, I actually want to make games, programming. I mean, yeah, that was when the realization came. Because you can see how difficult things get really quick if you just look up programming topics.
Yeah,
Like
because like when they teach it in school, I definitely, especially in high school, they really build it up very slowly.
yeah, for sure. But you go on Google and you type in KD tree, you'll realize how difficult things get.
Yeah, yeah, that's the cool. I think that's the cool part too. It's just gives it to you straight up. It doesn't say, oh, you need to learn this, or like, here's a easier way of understanding it. No, it just tells you the facts, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's cool in a sense. I like that. It's just, I
Because
mean,
then
cause
if you
like,
think of, like, if
hmm?
you already know everything, all the prerequisites, then you're not being bullshitted with anything else. You're just knowing the facts. Like, that's a positive, right?
Yeah. The only downside is when you're like you're new to it and you're like,
Yeah.
well, then you have to go down the rabbit hole of everything, and that just gets really daunting really quick. And so some people, I guess, get discouraged away from it. And so I don't
Yeah.
know.
And like I wish there was a way, like for example, let's say someone wants to get into, I don't know, like I guess they want to get into some difficult concept in programming.
Yeah.
There's no way of teaching them exactly what they need because what, like let's say they want to get into give me some topic.
Um,
Um like
chemistry, I guess. I don't.
chemistry with code, right?
Yeah.
And they also, that's all they say. Like you can say here's what you need to know for chemistry and like here's what you need to know for code, but there's no way of saying here learn this then learn that then learn this then, like there's no way of saying that. It's just experience kind of.
Yeah.
Like there's knowledge, but then there's like actually experience, and you can't really teach that. You have to do it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, that'd be cool though if there was like a. I mean, I
If
know,
there
kind of.
was, you
Yeah.
can only ever generalize it though, because as you get more specific with what you want, you can't like say, like it just gets harder to generalize, right? I don't think there
Yeah.
will ever be a way of saying, I want to do this, I want to make this game, what do I have to know? Like
Yeah,
there's no
because
way
there's
of doing that.
various topics that come into making that.
And yeah, and then you look and then say you want to make a game and you need a KD tree. So then what do I need to know, what do I need to know to really understand KD trees? Oh, I need
Yeah.
to know what a balance tree is. I need to know what merge sort is, like stuff like that, right?
Yeah. For sure. That's ooh, now that we're talking about it, I really want to start. Yeah, I don't know, cause I never finished the KD tree, bro. I have notes from like I made like a schedule. It was
When
from
was that? That was like
bro.
2017?
Yeah, that was two summers ago. I said I put the date on it, and I was like, by the end of today, complete a KD tree, and I never finished it, bro. And it
See,
hurt me
see,
when I looked at that.
that's yes and no. That's like a good and a bad thing. Like what was the, I guess with school, you mentally know that if you don't finish this, you're gonna get a zero, and then you're gonna be at a higher risk of failing, right?
Yeah,
But like with the KD tree, okay, I don't finish it, then what? Right?
yeah,
Like
and yeah,
it's hard to relate. You can't, like you can't say, you can't trick your mind into thinking I'm gonna fail this class if I don't make a KD tree. So I guess that's hard to do, right? It's
yeah,
hard
and
to give
that's
yourself the same mindset as you do for school.
yeah, and it's like I guess that's what you I guess that's what I tried to do, but it didn't. Yeah, like you said, it doesn't work because at the end of the day, I know that it's not nothing's gonna happen, but I don't know. It just has to. I think it comes down to just a sheer want to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
you want to learn.
and
Instead of, because when you do like chemistry for school, you don't really want to learn it, right? You just do
yeah,
it because you have to. And I think that's a completely different mindset.
yeah. And that let's. I haven't talked about this too much. I'm not even sure if I told you about this, but like, I think what did I just say? I said like it's just like it comes down to like just wanting to do it. I think I'm not sure like do I actually enjoy programming though? Because I feel like if I did, I would be programming every day, like like you did like
Like
last
I
summer or
used
whatever.
to. Yeah, I think that, but I never like, I don't think I ever like got up and said I want to program for the sake of programming. I always had a goal. I want to make something, and in
Uh,
order to make that, I have to code. I never got up someday and said I want to code just because I want to code. Like I don't think
okay.
anyone does that.
Okay. Yeah. Hmm.
So
Well, that
just,
just
I think
yeah.
the goal, like the end product, you should always be looking at.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because if you're saying if you could wake up and you don't like even want to make something through programming, I guess that would be different than just
Yeah,
now.
that would be very different.
Because I'm thinking, yeah, I guess what I was doing was trying to just say like if I wasn't programming something, then I didn't like programming. But I guess yeah, I didn't have a topic in mind, so
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. Like no one wakes up in the morning and says I want to run just because I want to run. No,
Yeah,
they want to run because it makes them healthier, because they want to lose weight, or because they're training for something, right?
yeah. That makes a lot more sense. See, that actually helped. That helped me a little bit because I started begin to think that I slowly began to think every day I didn't program was like I just didn't like programming, but that
I
wasn't the
don't think
case.
you ever
Yeah,
lose interest. Like you don't lose interest in something like that. In fact, if anything, you would lose interest in programming by burning yourself out of it, right?
yeah, like cubing, I guess.
Yeah, like cubing, exactly.
Man, I can get back into that now because actually I don't like I'm I've recovered from that.
Like
Jesus,
you
bro.
don't have to grind it out. You don't have to grind it out at all. I'm just saying like I mean you quit or like you took a break because you did it so much, right?
Yeah, I just
And do you think it was because of that same, I guess the 10,000 solve thing, but do you think it was because of the same mindset, like I have to enjoy it?
um no, well, I think I just thought because after a certain point it wasn't fun. I was just like I was racing against time at that point. It wasn't like it was a different like I wasn't doing it to learn. I was doing it strictly to get the 10,000 the number done. So
Was the Ganex worth it?
um it's really nice. Like it's smooth and doesn't make sounds. Was it worth all those late nights? I don't think so. No, not
Yeah.
really, but because I didn't realize how big of a number that was until I actually like until I started doing it. I was like, dang. Oh man.
And
But
the crazy part is, Felix, he said on his story on Instagram at some point, like before the World Championships, he'd been doing 1,000 a day, which is actually a lot.
yeah.
A
That's
thousand, okay, like 1,000 a day, even at his speed, that's like a lot of time.
yeah.
But yeah, it's
He didn't burn himself out of that?
no,
Like
because he had the goal. Because he had the goal. I want to do well at World Champion, which he didn't, and just kind of
oh
spent. But
shoot, dang.
he was still working towards it though. And
Okay.
at the end of the day, that's what drove him. And I guess for
Okay.
your 10,000 solves, it was the GNX, but
Yeah.
I think he looks beyond that and also looks for improvement.
Okay. Yeah,
But
because I
yeah,
after a certain point, it was just like I'm not even sure if the Ganex is worth it now, because I lost so much time. It was just like I could have bought this with how many hours I worked instead of because I queued way more than 6 hours.
yeah.
So yeah, but we have it now, so we're straight.
Is that the only cube you brought to college?
Yeah, because I was like, I'm probably not gonna cube too much, so I'd rather just bring my best cube, and I don't need too many more. Because I haven't even
Okay.
really cubed too much. I mean, I've cubed probably like 10 solves total so far. So
Like, for what is like that the past like week and a half,
yeah, a
like
week and
two
a half.
weeks.
Actually, wait, I've been here like 9 days, I think. Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
been
So
9 days. Oh my, bro, why I don't. It's weird though. I mean, I guess it's because I'm in a different. It's so weird. Like the first 3 days felt like a week, dude. It was insane, and even now it feels like I've been here much longer. For whatever, and it's weird. I don't know why. But
so
what?
yeah, like just like once it feels like if you've been there long. I guess because it's like entirely new, like you're not familiar with it yet, right?
Yeah, I'm not like I'm not. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? Maybe like because when you start like summer for example, when you get into the groove of doing the same thing every single day, time
It goes
just like
by, it
yeah.
flies.
And this is a
Yeah,
whole new different like I have to get used to a whole bunch of different stuff. So I
I feel
guess
like
like
that's the same thing with like a day too. Like if you do one thing the entire day, the day flies by. But if you could like run errands, go drive somewhere, meet up with friends, the day is really
yeah,
long, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because your brain just gets used to whatever you're doing. So
Yeah, it can't get, yeah, because it can't get used to what you're doing because you're doing everything differently. You're doing a bunch of different things, right? So
yeah. So
yeah,
yeah,
that makes
actually,
sense.
yeah. There you go. But I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I don't get into the. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I hope I do get into the groove of this because I want this to like. I want to enjoy college, but at the same time, like, I'm ready
I
to
think you
just
should.
live.
Yeah, I think I mentioned you. I think you should treat it differently than high school, right? You know, what were
Yeah.
you saying?
I just because I'm not sure. Like, I basically. I don't know. I've stayed. If you were to take a percentage of how long I've been in my dorm versus
Yeah,
like outside, it has to be like 70-30. Like 70% of my time has been in my dorm because I'm just so used to like I don't
I
hang
think
out with
that's like.
people. Like I just kind of do what I have to do.
Yeah,
Like I do home, and then the only form of like social interaction I really have is like Discord for real, like, and that's kind of
What
sad.
about your roommate? What about like you were talking with friends and you
Oh
said
yeah,
like
I'm.
I remember I was in a call with you and the guy was like, "Oh, you're on Discord?" Like someone in your room said
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And
Yeah.
that was someone from a different, because we were all just hanging out. But this, of course, I mean, this is different now because I have people one person living with me, and then I'm in a hall with a whole bunch of other guys. So I
Yeah.
mean, maybe I'll change, but right as of right now, I still like being by myself. You know what I mean? So I don't
I
know.
definitely agree. I mean, I want to have some time with people, but I feel like at some point you just want to be alone, right?
Yeah, I mean that's everyone though. I just feel like
Yeah,
I
that's
just like
everyone. I
being.
think everyone has different limits though, right? Like
Yeah,
some people will just want to almost always, like almost all of their time they want to be with other people, and then
yeah,
other people will just want to be like sometimes like couple hours a day or something like that.
yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I think I need to shift it a little bit. There needs to be a balance because right now I'm perfectly comfortable being with myself for an extended period of time. So
I would say the same for me.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, like that's weird. It's different because like there's a difference between being online and like being with other people. It's like maybe because I'm not. Maybe I'm just socially awkward. I guess that's what it is. Because when I'm not talking to someone face to face, it's like, because like I'm much more. I think I talked to you about this. Like I'm much more comfortable talking to you, but like when I'm talking to someone else, I have to actively judge. Like their facial expressions and how they're thinking. Because I don't know. I guess I care about what they think. So it's much more exhausting. I guess in a sense, if that makes sense. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely makes sense, and I can definitely relate to that. But yeah, it makes sense. And I guess just talking to someone, you only hear their voice and you only hear your voice. You don't know anything else, right? So
Yeah.
there's a lot less to really think about.
Oh man, I don't know. I
But
like. Hmm?
do you think it's because like I've known you for like what like three almost
Oh yeah, that too. I mean
yeah
that for sure. Because if I was talking to someone else, I'd be a little bit more conscious of what I'm saying.
right
But
right
I don't know. It's just like I don't know why I'm so like because I was in my like when I'm in class and I'm sitting down because I have two classes so far where like it's really heavily based on participation,
yeah
and so far I've managed not to like say anything just because like
yeah yeah.
I
You
don't like
mentioned
talking.
that you said just like your name right at the first day or
Yeah,
something.
and
Yeah.
like luckily other people raise their hands because like some people actually like talking, which is it blows my mind, bro. Like because they talk so much that it covers for me, so I'm grateful. But like I don't know why, because in my like
See, I feel like I'm in the middle. Like, I think I've mentioned this to you before, but like, if I like, so if, like, or actually, if a teacher asks you like a question in computers, like just ask the classic question in computer science class, and
yeah
you like are like 60% sure you know the answer, will you answer it?
um
Like
yeah, I
you
mean I'd be more
yeah.
open to it because I like the topic and like
Okay.
yeah, and that's weird because like in computer science, if a teacher like my teacher called on me, I wouldn't like whenever someone calls on me normally, like in any other class, my heartbeat,
Yep.
bro, instantly like doubles and like I get all like flustered and stuff. But in computer science, I just felt comfortable because I knew the material, so I didn't get
Okay.
stressed.
Now, would
But
you ask questions independent of whether or not the teacher asked like question? Like, did you ask a question to like clarify something or like go beyond?
um,
Did you ever do that in high school?
I think in high school or in computer science.
I guess just then, I don't think, yeah, in high school in general, but more specifically computer science, I guess.
In high school, no. High school, I don't can't remember a time where I really like the reason, yeah, I have. I remember asking some questions in computer science just because, like, I was curious. The topic, it was interesting. But outside of that, even if I didn't understand something, I wouldn't ask. And it 100% has contributed towards me just being socially anxious. Cause like, if I raise my hand, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what stops me from doing it. It's just like my brain shuts off. It's just like, no, don't do that because people are gonna look at you. People are gonna judge you,
You sound
and
like Jinmi.
yeah, and that's the like it's
That's
like
so weird.
I have two different like when I'm by myself, I feel comfortable. Like I can do whatever. But like when I'm surrounded by any other people, it's like I'm a whole different person in terms of like how I think and what I do. It's just it's
Yeah, I can't relate to that.
yeah, it's so
I feel
weird.
like I'm the same person regardless, or at least in most of the time. Like it doesn't matter who I'm talking to, I'll
Yeah.
just I'll just be straight up, I guess.
Yeah, that's really something like that's a big topic, a big thing I'm trying to work on I'm
I
trying to
don't know
fix
if
about
it's good
myself.
though, because
It's
like
not
I
good.
guess
It's not,
yeah,
it's not good at all. Like, because
but
it inhibits me from just doing a whole bunch of things I normally do. Like, because if I didn't care at all what anyone said, I'd raise my hand. I would like, well, actually, I probably wouldn't because I don't care too much about the topic. But like, at
let's say
least
if it
if
was computer science, actually, let's say it was calculus, and you were wondering if some integral rule was related back to something you learned in grade 10, would you ask that?
um, if I really wanted to know, yeah. I mean, I guess I get what you're, yeah. Uh,
Like
yeah.
regardless of the teacher, like for me, it doesn't matter what the teacher is really like, what their personality is. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I learn something in grade 12 and I relate it back to something I learned in grade 10, I want to clarify if that's the same thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and yeah, and I guess there's specific situations. Like if it's something that I really need to know because I'm completely lost, then I'll ask. But if it's just something that's like mild, like I
Yeah,
could do
like yeah,
without.
like if you really want to know, then yeah. But like I'm saying, if it's like extra, I guess. Like
Um,
if it doesn't, it won't help you at all in the test or anything like that. But it'll just it'll make it more. I don't know, like more. You'll understand it more, but it won't help you more. I guess
um,
that's what I'm saying.
Actually, yeah, I do remember asking some questions in calculus, like just because I was curious. It wasn't even like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I did
for
do
the
that.
sake
Yeah,
of curiosity. Yeah.
yeah. I did ask a couple of questions.
Okay.
Sometimes they were dumb questions, but I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so I do that. It's just it's different when it comes to like things I don't care about. Like I don't know, like because like I remember I even have notes on this. It was like my English class, and we were watching two films, and like someone was giving a speech, and we had to like take notes on like the humor, like some humor, something that made it funny, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she asked people, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, first off, I don't want to be in this class. Secondly, I don't care about this at all, and I don't know these people. So all of those things combined, I was just like, yeah, I'm not raising my hand because I don't care. So maybe it's not like it's partially social anxiety, but it comes down to me just not caring about what I'm doing. So
Yeah. I definitely didn't. I wasn't as active in like history class as I was in computer science class because I really don't care that much about history, right? So
yeah,
that's definitely like an interesting for you.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
I think it's like a mix of both, and I feel like it's more the social anxiety for you, or
Yeah,
like awkwardness, or yeah, like stuff like that. But I feel like the interest, like whether or not you make really interests you, that's like the final decision, and then the
yeah,
social awkwardness is like a factor. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And that's I don't know. Do you have like do you think you have social anxiety, or think you're pretty good with that?
Um, I feel like I feel like I don't know. Where would you be socially anxious? I guess like what example, and I
Um,
can tell you if I would be or not. I guess.
okay. So for example, like my first meeting of my English class, I
Yeah.
walked in. I mean, I guess that's everyone's kind of like no one knows each other, but like let me see.
I mean, that's definitely more awkward and anxious than normal, but yeah.
Yeah. What about okay? So like if you met up with some people, so you go with a group of your friends, but then you
Yeah.
meet another group of friends that you've never seen, like their group of friends that you've never seen them before, and everyone's just talking and everything. Like I'd be socially, like,
I would honestly, it depends on how well I would know the original group of friends. Like, because
okay,
I think I've been in that situation like a couple times, and they've just introduced me.
okay.
Actually, I can't think of a time where they didn't introduce me, and then we just found interest, right?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think what, um, okay. This is something that I've noticed a lot. So when I'm in the dining hall, right, I get my food,
Yeah.
and if there's too many people, like let's say there's one empty seat or like a table with all empty seats, but then there's too many people around that area, I kind of just avoid it. I don't know why.
Oh, I do
It's
that too,
yeah,
but
cause
I do it for a different reason. Maybe
why?
I don't know. I do it because, well, why do you do it? You just don't want to like sit near lots of people, or?
It's just I think I just grab the attention of too many people like as I'm walking by, and it's like it
Oh,
sounds stupid as I say it. Like right now it sounds stupid, but like when I actually go
yeah, it
do it,
doesn't sound rational at
yeah,
all.
and it's a rational social anxiety, and bro, I want to
But
just smack myself for saying that. Like, why do I care so much? I don't know why. Oh man, I need to figure this out. It's a really pressing issue in my life. I don't. Bro. Oh, or
well,
like this, or like okay, so like when I'm
yeah.
walking, when I'm walking anywhere, and there's like a group of like, there's a large group of girls walking in the opposite direction. I just get super anxious out of nowhere for no reason. Like,
But they're not even looking at you, right? Like,
I mean, I mean, I guess they'll look at you to see like, because there's something there, as you're walking by,
yeah,
but
they maybe notice you, but that's all they'll think. Like,
yeah,
think
but
about
then
if you're walking, if you're
mm,
with a group of friends and there's like I don't know, some dad and his kid walking by. You're gonna notice them, but
yeah, I'm not gonna
you're
care.
not gonna think anything of it, right?
Yeah,
And I feel like 99% of the time that's what the girls would think.
bro, but like
Like they wouldn't care.
in my head, I'm like, they're probably judging me because I'm ugly or something, and it's just like,
Yeah, yeah, like that's the thing. That's just not true, right?
yeah. So slow. Actually, today I did make progress. Like, I have to, but the thing is, it's not instinctive. I have to continuously remind myself that no one is really paying attention to me at all. So that allowed me to like sit and like move, sit where I wanted to sit versus finding some really out of the way seat. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's just not instinctive with some people because I guess I have to work towards that. It's just
I know I have a friend that he he just doesn't care. Like he he's like the type of person that because I have a streak with him on Snapchat and he's the type of person he'll be in the washroom and he'll just send a snap back. He's taking a shit. And like
yeah,
obviously you don't see anything like vulgar, like you don't see any of that, but
yeah,
you can tell he's taking a shit and he just doesn't care. Or like
yeah,
he's shirtless and he's brushing his teeth. He just doesn't care. Like
yeah.
and
And
I'm definitely not there, but I know people like some people are just like that.
the thing
They
is, I don't even think I'm trying to get to that point. I'm not sure. I think there's a value in not getting to that point because then there's some things that just come out that you might not care about, but other people do. You know what I mean? And it's just like I like to have some sort of decency and like common courtesy, but I think I'm too far on the opposite extreme where I care way too much and where people don't care at all. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah,
I
yeah,
have,
yeah, yeah.
so I'm just trying to work my way back towards the in between. So
Okay.
yeah. Oh
I
man.
think that's a that's a good place to end it if you ask.